go to school and live with his grandparents for a while. And that's because in the level where Ann Dunham was working, she wasn't making enough money in the early days to actually send her child to the international school in Indonesia, which is where Tim Geithner went. So she sent her child back home when he got a scholarship to go to the best school in Hawaii.
And what's the status of Grameen Bank now, which was Yunus's creation in this microphone?
Well, I think the most important thing to say about Muhammad Yunus and the Grameen Bank, for which I have a huge amount of respect, is that if you go away from this original idea of having the borrowers own the bank and be in control of that bank, the women borrowers owned Grameen. Yunus was not, the person who owned the bank. He just was running it for the women who were the board members and all of that, and they won the Nobel Peace Prize along with him. Is if you take it away and you just have, say, wealthy people making loans to the poorest of the poor. Now, there's nothing wrong with making loans to someone who's, the next Michael Dell in their area of the world. But if these are the poorest of the poor, Muhammad Yunus basically argues for the point that we should not be making profits off the poorest of the poor. And now he's focusing on social business.
Right, so I got to say correctly, Grameen Bank, Muhammad Yunus's creation, it has to some degree been co-opted by outsiders, by predatory bankers who have somewhat undermined the original business.
It was sort of nationalized. I mean, the government took it over.
But he's expressed some frustration.
Yeah, he's expressed some frustration, but what he's mostly done is decide to focus on what he can do, which is social business.
Sure.